Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jan from Switzerland.
So my name is Bram Hoderis. I'm from Belgium.
So, hi, I'm Peter. I'm from Hungary.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm from Germany.
So, hey, I'm Kai, and I'm from Germany.
My name is Tenzin Tersam, and I'm from Tibet.
What do you think the concept of Heimat means to you?
Home and Heimat is like where I grew up, which is Zurich for me in Switzerland. Here it also was about like finding a new home here in Hamburg.
Home or Heimat. As a student, I think it's like it has different layers because you have in the first hand where you grow up, and that's like what you always got to know. But the moment you get older, you start making like new circles, and I guess friends are then also a really important part of feeling at home.
It's not exactly the same as like home in English, because home is, I think it's more bound to a place. Heimat is much more closely associated with like your feelings and that, and where you feel most, I guess, at peace in a way.
Heimat is not really one specific thing or place. My dad's from England, so for me Heimat was sort of divided. So for me it was always more sort of a set of ideas or feelings that came up when I think and now still think of what it means for me, Heimat.
For me, Heimat is more like a place. It's not a specific place, a concrete place, but it's a place where you can always go back to and where you can always feel home. I guess that's what it is.
For me, like when I heard this word, Heimat, for me, I feel like it's my home country, which is Tibet. For me, that's what I understand for this word.
Would you say football is a big part of your life?
Football is definitely a big part of my life. I used to play soccer since I was a little boy, since the age of 6. Back home, I'm the captain of my soccer team. And so, as well, when I got to Hamburg, for me, it was sure from the very first moment that I'm gonna play soccer here as well.
Football, I never played it like in any professional way, so it's like more a bonding thing for me. It's like a common interest, and you can combine it like with being active and like keeping yourself fit. So it's like a really nice thing to do, but it's still only like fun for me, like more.
I don't know. At first, like I was always a better football player than like other sports, really. I think football starts for most people like on the schoolyard or on the playground. You know, that's how like football starts. That's how it started for me as well. But I think most important is I really like goofing around, sort of. Like when we play, for example, like our group plays, it's not really like, it's not like a bloody war, you know. It's not exactly like training. No one's screaming at you to like run rounds. It's like competition in the friendliest way.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of football is my childhood. Just playing outside with other kids, having a good time, being carefree. Second thing that comes up is being an Arsenal supporter, and my dad, who made me an Arsenal supporter from a very young age. So I always used to watch, still do when I can, the games with him. Sort of a bonding thing as well. Football is so powerful in a way that it brings people together, and yeah, I mean it's the best sport in the world.
As children, a lot of us wanted to become professional football players. But like right now, football for me is just something to do in my spare time, and that works as a stress reliever. And well, football is in fact like a thing that makes you bond, like that makes people bond together, especially when you come to a new place, and that might help you make the new place part of your Heimat.
I love to play football since when I was very small, but somehow I couldn't play. That's why I'm not good in a football play, but I still love to play. So I think it means a lot. And when I was in the school, I played football when it's not allowed. Like during, it's not like a playing time. I played the football and I got a punishment. I think I'm that much crazy about my football. So yeah, I like to play football a lot.
Have you formed relationships through football here in Hamburg? And could you possibly relate it to your understanding of Heimat?
It's like home is like a big word, but sure, it's like friendship grew out of it, and it's nice to see like those people regularly, especially because it's a lot of people from many different places all over the world. And what I think is like, I wouldn't call it home because that's like a big word, but it's a step in that direction.
Yeah, so I think like I would consider it definitely as part of my Heimat, because if I remember correctly, the football group was one of the first real groups we formed in here. It was like also a very good connection you find with everybody that you don't have with like the other people. And also like not limited to only the international people, but also like combining with the German people, like more of the local people you get to meet here, and like seeing the daily life in the parks we go and stuff. I would definitely consider it as one of the place I would feel at ease with.
It's actually a bit harder, I think, because football starts so early on, you know, it's like a way of bonding. So like I think whenever you go to a new place, you look back at like what has bonded you to people, like because bonding is, if you want to think about it, it's a skill too, you know. And so you go back to thinking like, what has bonded me to people before, you know? What have I done? And then you go back to those basic skills, you know. And because if that's where you started building relationships before, it's definitely gonna work again, you know, you've done it again. And so I guess that's how I would relate our group to the feeling of Heimat.
So it's funny, through the group I met my current roommate, a guy from Tibet, who you probably also interviewed. And so yeah, now we live together just because of that interaction, and I learned so much just from meeting a guy from Tibet, which is a country which I had no idea about before. So that shows how powerful football is and that it brings people together. Football creates equality, sort of like on the pitch, everyone is equal, and that's just a beautiful thing, it's just also a really beautiful emotion, similar to what the emotions that come up when I think of Heimat.
So basically how all of us came together was during the welcome week here at the university. One of us, like the Indian guy, he has a beard, you might know him. He formed a WhatsApp group after we played football together, and he was like, hey, let's join and make a group and play football together on the weekends, and that's how it all started.
And to be honest, I cannot connect this Heimat and our football group. Yeah, I just consider we are a good friend and football lover, and yeah, when we are able, we just play together, meet together, have fun. That's it.
While doing sports together, I think that's a good option and opportunity to get like in a nice contact with each other, and that, who will see, like may lead to like something like I feel like home with my new made friends.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay.